this year's runners-up. And now we await for Senegal to step up to the podium.
Yeah, nice to see that some Moroccan fans have actually stayed behind. Of course, they want to see their players for as long as they can, but generous enough, it seems, and gracious to salute a fantastic Senegalese side. I mean, this is a real triumph for 6 or 7 years of sustained consistency and brilliance. The West African nation has produced some fine footballers over the years, and they've got their hands on another AFCON. Koulibaly has led this team, along with Idrissa Gana Gueye, Sadio Mane, Edouard Mendy. Those guys have been stalwarts for many years. For them to get a second title is a fantastic reward for them. You know, they go down in the list as amongst the greatest Senegalese players, if not the greatest generation. There's no doubt about that.
And some really promising players coming through as well, the next wave. Pape Thiaw now joins Aliou Cisse in having delivered this trophy for Senegal. He was assistant to Aliou Cisse, who is here tonight somewhere. But they showed, didn't they, with their performance, that they've got that big game experience. You know, a lot was made about handling the environment, the pressure, and they did, played it simple. They played the game rather than the occasion.
Yeah, they managed themselves well enough. They weren't under too much stress throughout the course of 90 minutes. I mean, the last 3 or 4 minutes was absolutely crazy. I've never seen anything like it, I must admit. The drama, the tension of the goal disallowed, which we thought was a fair one, conceding the penalty. The delays of it being taken, it being saved, extra time. Fantastic goal from Pape Gueye. I mean, just the game had everything, didn't it, in the last sort of 3-4 minutes of normal time and stoppage time. But I think they are worthy winners. You know, they've been great from match day one. They said, you know, they came in as favourites, joint favourites, you can imagine, with Morocco, and they've held their nerve. Experience has told in the end.
Yeah, they topped their group. Beat Sudan in the round of 16, Mali in the quarter-finals, Egypt in the semi-finals, and tonight winners over the hosts, Morocco, in the final. And I wonder here whether they'll let Sadio Mane do the trophy lift. There's no suggestion that he definitely will, because Kalidou Koulibaly is of course the skipper, but given Mane said that this would be his last ever AFCON, I'm not entirely convinced it will be, by the way, especially after the result tonight. But maybe, just maybe, they'll let him raise it. We'll see.
When you're that popular, it's very hard to say no to a nation. I'm telling you, the outpouring of affection towards Sadio Mane has been evident for many, many years. In terms of the federation, people who run the country, they'll be leaning on him just that little bit. Time to recover. All right, well, a busy year, isn't it, for Senegal, going to the World Cup as well, isn't it? Aren't they, alongside Morocco? After that, of course, plenty of time to think about what he wants to do next. But as I said, worthy champions.
Where is the trophy? The third version of the Africa Cup of Nations trophy. Kalidou Koulibaly gets his hands on the trophy. His teammates behind him. Sadio Mane has been called to the front. Pape Thiaw is there as well, the coach who has led them to glory.
I wish they'd make that line up quickly. Who wants to hoist it? I mean, Mane is a reluctant hero as ever.